old-fashioned, wear a hat, sometimes play chess. And when I'm out, I'm looking for that vintage fling. But all complexions that I adore, so hard to find, these seem impossible to score. So I dream on to someday find that vintage love. I kept on looking, but everyone's such a bore.
Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome back to your place of chill. It is the Coffee Company. We're joined by Mr Dagul. He's back on the channel. We're here. We're going to have a bit of a relax, the usual chill chat. But how are you, Aki?
Yeah, I'm okay. I'm okay. It's been a weird night.
Yeah.
Slash morning. Few things going on, but dots are being connected. And all good. Hope everyone in the chat is good. Hope you're good. And obviously we have Spurs tonight.
Absolutely, we do. We have any questions or ask? We will talk about loads of stuff and we will have a good time. But let's see who's in the chat to take us through the show. We got Rinketic, good to see us. And hi, Southgate. Tottenham Saviour. No. We have Stuart Boy 727, the YouTube member. Taking no BB. No. Brewing Bollocks will be tomorrow for our Halloween special. And Kate is going to join us and we're going to have a bit of a laugh. Some spooky treats and maybe some too many sweets, but always a laugh. Andrew Gregory, YouTube member. Good to see you, buddy. Good to see you. Hopefully you're well. We have the sheriff's in the house. Good to see you, Sheriff. Hopefully you're well, buddy. Hopefully you're well. We have what the F is Ange Ball. Good to see you, mate. Good to see you. Hopefully you're well. Tweaky. Good to see you, bud. This is someone I've not seen in a very long time, but of course it is Mia, because why wouldn't she be talking about football? And so I have not played this in a while, but we do actually talk about this subject. But just because I want to play this video, and it's been such a long time, I'm going to play the video. I love that video so much.
Is that account actually Mia?
Yeah, it's Mia.
Oh, big up, Mia. Big up.
You can tell it's Mia because it's a moderator. So good to see you, Mia. Hopefully you're well, miss. Hopefully everyone is well. Thank you so much for the 8 months of support. We do miss you. We do miss Mia. It's fun. Afternoon, Brian. My bad. Who would have thought what the F is Ange Ball is actually our truth? My bad. Big up. Rinketic's got a question. Have you fellas seen the WWE series? And what's your thought? I kind of liked it. Do you mean the Vince McMahon Netflix documentary? If so, yes, I have. And it was absolutely fantastic. Was one of the best made documentaries I've ever seen. Mostly from the point of view where it was entirely balanced. It was entirely balanced. There was no bias towards any particular side. They gave the entire story, the good things he done, the bad things he done, the history, why he did it. Unbelievable. If more documentaries were made like this one, the world would be a better place because it was so brilliant. Absolutely fantastic. What do you think of this, Brian?
No, I couldn't agree more with what you just said, buddy. I really couldn't.
It's just a brilliant documentary, and the people that that made it need to give themselves a massive pat on the back. It's a fantastic documentary. Sweets will be involved. I shall be contacting YouTube. Well, they will be contacting you, telling you to get off my land. Cheers, Mark. We have Tom81, Rumi, YouTube member. Good to see you, bud. Good to see.
And I will just say with Rumi in here, get well soon, Kel. Good to hear she's home. Good to hear she's home, and wishing her a speedy recovery. And at least Tom's reunited with his wonderful wife. So get well soon, Kel.
Yeah. It's a brilliant doc. Worst thing about the Vince McMahon documentary is make you realise how old you're getting seeing somebody else. Yeah, absolutely. Even when I was a kid, like it's madness. And we're talking 2006. That's when I really started to get into WWE. Was 2006 when I was in year 6 at Claw.
Yep.
And it's madness. I remember it. We'll be attending the Ipswich game. We'll be looking to get tickets for Roma for my birthday. I will share it with Her Majesty Queen Ellie, Udogi, and Oda Bear. Okay, good to hear. Mr. Ben Giovanni and Signore Brian. Hopefully you're both well. Good to see you. Hopefully you're well, bud. Hopefully you're well. Hopefully everyone's good. What does everyone want to talk about? What do you want to talk about, Brian?
I don't know, mate. I honestly don't know. There's been a lot going on, hasn't there?
Yeah.
Over all the things I've got, it's Ilana's birthday tomorrow. So my wonderful wife, it's her birthday. She has to work and she's working late, but she's taken Friday off. So we can spend the day together.
She also loves Halloween, so she'll get back in the dark and she'll stick Halloween movies on.
Yeah, I mean, Halloween is massive here. Like, compared to back home, it's huge. So yeah, it's her birthday tomorrow. I'm hoping that I leave the Scotland Yard tonight and I come home as a happy bride.
Yeah.
Not it's your birthday. I'm going to be pissed off with the performance. I'm going to have to mask it and try and stay relatively calm.
Buck up.
But the good thing about it is I deactivated my Twitter. And I don't know if I'm coming back to Twitter. So at least I'm not spending my time looking at all the toxic crap about Spurs and everything else in the world. It's only been 2 days, and you know how refreshing it is. The only annoying thing about it is obviously in groups or friends, they send you links to tweets, and you go to open it, and it says, "Do you want to reactivate your account?" I'm like, "No, not right now." So yeah, but yeah, not having to look at my phone and have Twitter take over my life, or get annoyed or wound up or pissed off with stuff about it. It's a wonderful thing. It's been 2 days and it's so refreshing.
Good to see you, Auntie Kate. Thank you for so much.
Kate,
direct. Good to see you. Hopefully you're well. Everyone's saying happy birthday to Ilana, and everyone's saying happy birthday to Kate. Happy birthday to Mrs. Dagul.
Freaky. Big up to again, Angus.
Good to see you, Angus. The final boss is here. The tribal chief is here. We're here. We're back together. We're gonna have a laugh. I don't know why I do it to myself, Haki. I don't know why I do it to myself. I'm not going to get home till midnight tonight. Possibly even if it goes to penalties, because we know the game probably won't end till 11 o'clock. If it's your prediction, it goes to penalties. We're not getting home till midnight, 1 o'clock in the morning, because how long it takes to leave the stadium now. It's just an absolute joke.
It is. But you know what? It's obviously your clocks went back on Sunday.
Yes.
Our clocks go back this Sunday coming. Mm-hmm. So it would have been a 3:15 kickoff for us. It's obviously a 4:15 kickoff. So it's going to be not quite late, but later than normal for us. I have like I said, I think it's been 1-1, goes to penalties, but I'm going to add another twist to it. I think someone is going to equalise right deep into the second half. So someone's going to be
I
1-0
hope
up.
so, because
And I hope it's we
no, it's
rescue.
probably actually a good sign that I'm really negative about it, because I love it when Tottenham prove me wrong. Firstly, thank you so much, Kate, for the 4 months of membership. Really means a lot. Lovely to see you. Lovely to see you. We have, I acknowledge you both. OTC. It's Bobby K.
Yeah, Bobby.
It's Bobby K. Big up. Good to see you, Big Archie. We got Minerals in the house saying big up, lads. Happy birthday to Alana and my favourite coffee. Good to see it. I'm the only coffee, so I should be the favourite. Same here, Ben. If you're at the game, Tweaky, send me a message. We'll meet up. We'll do a selfie.
I'd love to see that. I would love. Do you know what? Honestly, like I said, but again, as people will know at the moment, the main channel of our company, or whatever you want to call it, Tottenham on Tour, is on a bit of a hiatus. Hopefully we'll be back, and we'll be back in the near future. But meeting people, like a lot of people here obviously watch all the shows and have been with us for a long time. Tweaky, he's one of the newest additions, and what an incredible human being that man is. Seriously,
I love Tweaky.
My heart,
absolute real one. We got Ian's in the house saying, "Cannot express how excited I am for the time changes weekend." Is that sarcasm? I'm detecting sarcasm. That's earlier. Get home from from a 3 p.m. kickoff. Yeah, I get it, mate. I get it. I'm terrified of tonight. Our rotation is Richarlison. There is Foden. Levels. Everyone's saying happy birthday to Alana. We got Rosie's in the house. Good to see you, Rosie. Hopefully you're well, miss. Lovely to see you. Everyone subscribe to Rosie. Rosie does some crazy, awesome stuff. Very, very, very talented person. So everyone's going to support Rosie. The original Bloodline or the new Bloodline at Crown Jewel. Who you got? I'm going to go new Bloodline. And I think Sami Zayn is going to be the one that costs the match for the new Bloodline. And I think that will go into War Game. Or let's go William Regal. War Games!
Yeah, all I can say is I will always be OTC. But one thing I will also say, which is because I've seen The Rock has obviously made WWE's priority at the moment. There was a pay-per-view that was meant to be in London. I can't remember which one it was. Well, it hasn't gone to London. It's gone to a little city named Toronto.
Yeah.
And I am going to move heaven and earth to be at that one.
Yeah.
Because there is very, very big possibilities that in the build-up, Colin Crossamano, my brother, my man, I will reach out to you on WhatsApp later on today. I hope you are good and well, buddy. So, yeah, my chance of seeing The Rock at a major pay-per-view is very, very high right now.
Yeah.
And thankfully, I didn't go to what pay-per-view was recently in Toronto? Money in the Bank.
Money in the Bank.
And I was like, I had an opportunity to maybe get tickets, but when I heard The Rock ain't going to be there, I kind of like, no.
Yeah, not that.
But now there is every single possibility that the Great One could be there. And if he turns up and I'm not there, I will never, ever forgive myself.
Yeah, gotta go. Mineral, you need some better coffee, mate. The Vatsa is shocking. You need some better coffee than that.
The dipstick's in the house.
I
have to tell Lord Rodney Trotter. I don't know if Lord Rodney Trotter knows this or has seen it or watches it, but obviously I'm a huge fan of the American comedy Frasier. Massive fan of it. They've done a reboot. They're in the second season, but obviously Niles and Daphne said no to coming back for whatever reason. So Nicholas Lyndhurst is in it.
Yeah.
So it's very, very weird. Nicholas Lyndhurst is playing a Harvard professor, but all you see is Rodney Trotter. And you can still see the facial expressions and everything of Rodney Trotter. And every time I see Nicholas Lyndhurst on Fraser, I think of Lord Rodney Trotter from our chat. Always.
Yeah, that's good. I don't know who this person in my chat is saying different things. I don't know if that's Mia on a different account.
Where?
I don't
Bring it
know.
up.
I have no idea. What she just said, she said football in Arabic. She said football in Dutch.
Okay.
I even pulled up a translator. Survivor is a brilliant show. I've not seen Survivor, actually. Tomorrow I'm in town, so it will be Thinker time. I like Frasier. Yeah, my mum loves it. But Frasier. Yeah, it's not my show.
I love it. I think
Someone
it's an
speaks
absolute
sense on this
masterpiece.
channel. No, I always speak sense, Colin. I always speak sense. No one knows what type of sense it is, whether it's good sense or nonsense. But that is why you have many different opinions in the chat. That is why you have these opinions. You have to watch Smoking Soul Sessions. Brilliant. Stone Cold did a one-on-one with The Undertaker first. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I have seen it, but it's not for me personally. I'm not really a podcast person. Really should start getting into. I would love to do a coffee one. I would love to do a coffee podcast. But I need to find 5 actual good baristas in this area to get around this table and actually talk about coffee with.
True.
It's a difficult one, and then there aren't that many in this area. maybe one day. But I'm not really a podcast. But are you a podcast person, Brian?
With certain things, yes. Other things, not so much. But with my kind of the ADD I have and to sit still, it has to be something that really grabs me.
Yeah.
Something that really, really entices me. So
it's not the same. I want them in hearing, Ketic. I want to have a couple of podcast mics on everyone. I want it to be basically the Joe Rogan of coffee and just get everyone just to argue about coffee. That's what I want.
That'd be fascinating.
That'd be fun.
It will be.
Love getting lost in a good podcast. Yeah, there are a few good ones. There are a few good ones, but it's not for me. I like visual stimulant. I like movies. I like TV shows. It's why I can never really get into books, because my brain just doesn't work that way. My brain needs a Kickstarter. It needs that spark. I don't understand how my brain works, but no one does, do they? It probably should be tested. That would be excellent. I think it'd be good. I think it would be good. I used to watch Fraser when I was wee, but Marty and Niles not being in it put me off. Kelsey Grammer has an extraordinary, yeah, absolutely. Stuart, love it. All the science podcasts. Star Talk is good. That's a good one. Cannot wait to see that. Yeah, that's going to be incredible. That will be. Hopefully, they don't up the price of Netflix.
You never know.
If they don't, if that will make my life so much better. If I can watch Raw and SmackDown on Netflix, just go in, watch it. I don't have to find one of these illegal streams and watch the show.
Yep.
I know it's on TNT, but I want to watch it on my computer or on my telly. I don't want to watch it downstairs on the Sky because my family don't like dubbing. They're not fans of it. So why would I take up a TV? Best podcast is Taste Buds with Joe Rosa and Sal Vulcano. Okay. Same Old Spurs with Majestic and Gaza. When the TV from Willy Wonka is invented, coffee podcast will explode in popularity before your time. Absolutely. I do love the TV in Willy Wonka. That's brilliant. Taste Buds and Hey Babe. Okay. Good to know. But it's Cristofano. Okay. Good to know. Ben, bro, question for Brian. Dinner with Ben or £1 million? Take the £1 million. You're Jewish.
Well, not even that, mate. Put it this way: if I took the £1 million, I can then take you out for an even better dinner.
Yeah.
So let's say it's like when you say you got a genie and 3 wishes. What do you ask for?
I'm taking the £1 million, Brian. No hard feelings. I need the
$1 million. Mate, listen, I'll take £1 million and then I'll take you out for a very nice dinner.
Yeah.
Simple as that.
Yeah.
Simple as that.
If it's £1 million and I can never see Brian ever again, I'm seeing Brian. I'm not taking £1 million isn't that much money. People think what's he saying? He must be very, very rich. £1 million isn't a lot of money these days. what is it?
If someone said
The
to me,
cost of raising a child is now £250,000. And then think about buying a house. That's another, in where I live, that's 400 grand. That's 400k left. And you're gonna lose that. You're gonna lose that money very quickly.
if someone said to me £1 million or Meet the Rock for 10 minutes, I choose Meet the Rock for 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Without even thinking about it, without even a doubt in my mind. But £1 million is life changing.
It isn't so much anymore. I would agree with you if it was 20 years ago. £1 million isn't life changing anymore.
Well, you got to remember that's 1.6 million.
Live, right? I don't know what a house costs in Toronto, where you live, for example.
Yeah, but this is the thing. That 1 million,
600 grand now.
That 1 million becomes 1.6 million for me, and it certainly changes mine and Alana's life.
Yeah.
That certainly changes things.
But it's good to know. It's an interesting question. Who do you think this has been the best? Who do you think has been the best the has ever been? Who's been the best in the WWE? Well, Brian's going to say The Rock, isn't he? And I'm going to say The Undertaker. So I do love The Undertaker.
No, you got to remember, I mean, even Ryan, when it was CM Punk's birthday last week, was trying to, you saw in our little wrestling group kind of thing, he was trying to take the piss saying, oh, The Rock can get to 9 titles. I was like, yeah, because he's got 10. And when this
is the thing, Brian, some champions need the title to elevate themselves.
Yep.
The Rock does not need a title to elevate himself. He is The Rock.
No.
Even in the Attitude Era and the early Ruthless Aggression era, he didn't need the title because he was The Rock. He named a show. He named a show even when he didn't have the Undisputed Championship. I think CM Punk was made when he won the title from John Cena and he left. That was what made CM Punk. He needed the title to elevate himself.
I really hope Ryan Isaacs is listening and whilst driving the bus, because I keep saying to him, when a person declares themselves that they're the best in the world, guess what? They're not the best in the world.
Yeah.
I can say right now, I am the greatest. I am the world's best Spurs YouTuber. I'm not. It's not for, but yeah. Do you know what? Now, Rumi's there as well. Listen, I have an incredibly heavy bias to The Rock, but you cannot knock Stone Cold. Yeah. Stone Cold and The Rock, if you're going to be serious, are. And you can put John Cena in there as well, but
The Undertaker as well, just because of longevity. The Undertaker is in that Rock bracket because The Undertaker did not need the world title to elevate a pay-per-view. The Undertaker always called the world title his holy grail. But how many times did you really see The Undertaker with the title? Didn't really. The majority, apart from if he won it at WrestleMania after having a feud with Punk or Edge or Batista, he elevated the title. He made that title mean more rather than the title making him a bigger superstar.
Yep.
So it's one of those things. We got a question from Rosie. What would you ask The Rock in 10 minutes?
It's not even Rosie. It's not even a case of what I'd ask him. It's what I'd tell him. People will know that, obviously, when I talk about mental health and addiction, when he left the WWE to go to Hollywood, every time, and I do mean this, every single time I was on the verge of hitting rock bottom, he came back to WrestleMania. You know, when he came back for the first time in 7 years, and he hosted WrestleMania. He hadn't been anywhere in the WWE. My nana, my dad's mum, was hours away from dying. Hours, and I mean literally hours from dying. I was a mess. I weren't sleeping. I was very close. Bang, he appears. Every single time I hit a very, very low patch in my life, somehow, some way, he comes back to WWE or posts something on Instagram. I don't know how it happens, but every time I'm very, very low, he just appears. And I have every documentary of him. I know all the struggles he went through with his family and when he had $7 and why his production company is called $7. The man, take away the wrestling, take away the movies. The man is an inspiration to me. some of the things he says, some of the things he's been through. I just want to thank. Yes, I'd want to ask him a few things, but mainly I would literally want to just sit there and say thank you for literally having such an impact on my life. Because if he hadn't come when my nan was about, I think things have been hard for me. Like there's been times where I've been thinking about drinking. Bang, up he appears. It's insane, the coincidences. Oh, Paul, you're making me blush, as I said in the comments. He honestly, like, even during COVID, when you saw the Moana song that he did with his daughter, and he just things like that. And then recently he did it because he did it for Make-A-Wish, and someone was about to die, and he did it live and said, I am obsessed with the man. And the good thing is, when later on in November, Moana 2's coming out, Ilana and I are going. Red 1 is coming out, Ilana and I are going. And I've said this, whether I'm in London, Toronto, or wherever I am in the world, whenever I go to a cinema, if The Rock is in the movie or The Rock comes up on a trailer, I scream, and I do mean scream at the top of my lungs if you smell what The Rock is cooking, even in a packed cinema. And Ilana just walked past and said, and it upsets your wife or embarrasses. I think the word she's looking for is embarrasses. But yeah, I love that man. I absolutely adore him.
First, we've got a couple of things. Firstly, why is Minerals wanting people to beat me up in a boxing match? I wouldn't beat anyone in a boxing match. Look at my arms. I've got spaghetti arms. I've got no muscle.
Mate, do you know what? And I've said this before. I saw it. Do you remember there was you're younger than me, so you won't know. People of my age will remember there used to be a company called No Fear. And they used to have these weird, massive slogans. And there was one that said, it's not the size of the dog in the fight, it's the size of the fight of the dog. And that's what you got to remember. Like I said, listen, mate,
I don't have any fight. I don't have any fight, Brian. I'm a teddy bear.
Yeah, listen, I'm not much. Listen, I'm no big unit or size, but ask people that have known me during my dark days. When I lose my temper and erupt, I scare the crap out of people 4 times the size of me, and it doesn't matter what they try and do. Don't ever sell yourself short, buddy. Don't ever sell yourself short. When you get to your fight or flight, believe me, you can do more than possible.
Bloody Bobby. No, the only people we're doing a Jello wrestling match with is you and Kiva. I mean, that would be funny. But we've got Rinketic. Ben, would you give up your Spurs season ticket for 100k? I've spent more than that on watching Spurs. Again, 100k is not a lot of money. 100k is not even a flat deposit where I live. 100k is not life-changing money anymore.
Do you know what? You say that. Well, when I was working at booking.com before COVID and everything, across the road I had a sandwich shop that I used to go for my breakfast every single morning, Monday to Friday. And the time I used to go in, there was obviously the regulars that go in to pick up their breakfast before work and everything. And there was a guy that was in there, and he said, right, all the regulars, I'm buying the breakfast. We're like, what's going on? You won the lottery or something? And he went, well, kind of. He goes, I won $250,000. And I was like, congratulations, well done, blah, blah, blah. He goes, you know what? I worked out how much I've spent, and I've spent over $250,000 on the lottery. Yes, it's wonderful to get it back in one lump sum, like bang, there's $250,000. But it's spent more to get it.
Yeah.
Because when you're doing $5 or whatever per line or whatever it is for whatever lottery, $5 here and there or however big you're spending, it all adds up. And he was like, I've been playing the lottery for, I can't remember how many years. He goes, I've spent more than $250,000 on the lottery, but it's always nice to get it back.
Yeah, I agree with you, Rosie. I used to go to the casino once a year, and that was only so I could make enough money to buy myself a drink. I'd buy a drink and then I'd fuck off out of there. I really don't like it. It's not for me. I don't like casinos. For me, the casino always wins. And I don't like it. Big love to Angus, who's saying because I don't know how your dad's doing in a moment. I know, but yeah, big love to Angus. Always welcome here. Everyone shows some love to Angus. I know Angus does wind everyone up with his Arsenal comments because he is. his deluded Arsenal comments, but he's a really lovely geezer. And yeah, everyone give a bit of love to Angus, because no one should deserve that. Yeah. So yes, we're not doing a celebrity boxing match. Firstly, because Brian, that would be terrible.
I would never lay a finger on Ben. Not he could do anything he wanted, and I would never touch that man. Never lay a finger on him.
£20 into my account to start the football season. If it goes, then I'm done. Absolutely, I get it. Yeah, for me, it's not for me. For me, gambling. I'd love to, because some of the times I say I should have fucking bet on that because I just knew it. But there's only one time I really regret betting. It was the day of London Coffee Festival. I'm thinking 4 years ago. It was the same day as the Grand National, and I laughed about Tiger Roll because I really like the name Tiger Roll, and I said I should put some money on Tiger Roll. I know Tiger Roll after the fact. Tiger Roll was the favourite, but I should bet on Tiger Roll, and Tiger Roll won that day. But you never know. But who knows? How about a celebrity tickle fight?
Yeah, not so much.
Brilliant. Afternoon, people. Hope you're well. Just stopping by to say hi until I win the lottery. Unfortunately, work calls. Yeah, always lovely to see you, Sophie. Hopefully you're well. Hopefully you're well. Question: salt beef sandwich with mustard and pickles, or smoked salmon and cream cheese Bible? Salt beef every day of the week. Yep. Salt beef every day of the week.
I don't do salmon. I only do salmon as in salmon sashimi in sushi. I don't touch salmon.
When they make kosher salmon, because kosher salmon is different to different.
I won't touch it.
It's got a weird smell. I don't like it. I don't eat fish at the best of times. I think smoked salmon was the thing that started me on that path to not liking fish.
Rainbow trout. I love my fish. I've actually got to love it more than. I can't stop eating fish at the moment, but salmon, I can't do salmon.
We got a super chat from Rinketic. Brian, are you excited for the? Yes, we are excited.
Well, the sad thing is when Moana first came out, Ilana made me watch it, and obviously The Rock doesn't come in for about 25 minutes. I think it's about 25, 30 minutes or whatever till he comes in. The 3 times we watched it, I fell asleep before The Rock came in.
Yeah.
Then I started seeing during COVID The Rock doing the thing with his daughter, and I now know that rap off by heart. But now I've seen it about 15 times.
Yeah, it's a good one. I don't know why they need to remake it, but here we go.
I can't wait. Anything for The Rock, man. I'm going to see Red 1, and Red 1 looks like a silly.
You sounding like Rikishi at the moment, Brian. I did it for The Rock.
Did it for the. Damn right. Damn right.
For the people,
mate. Red 1 looks like a very silly Christmassy movie, but I don't care.
I'm going to watch it. I mean, there's a couple of good movies coming out soon. I don't know what there's a couple of really good movies coming out, and there's a couple of what's it called? New movies soon. Not soon. Also, that Mufasa movie looks absolutely shocking. I refuse to watch that.
Haven't even seen. Didn't even know they're doing one.
They are. It's coming out apparently. Gladiator 2 is apparently really good.
Okay.
Gladiator 2, Conclave. Conclave is apparently good as well, from what I've heard. We've got Adrian's in the house. Good to see it, April, if it will let me press it. Red 1 looks badass. Red 1 looks badass. Oh, shut up, you fucking wearing fatty. Oh, question for Brian. Tottenham cakes or Canadian? Tottenham cake, good.
Tottenham cake. Mate, Tottenham cake. You know, the only one I really liked of it was when Has brought it around to your coffee shop.
Yes,
that was proper Master Chef cooking standards. Canadian pastries.
What is wrong with you, Rinketic?
I've even seen this. I've even seen Gladiator.
What is wrong with you? What is wrong with you? Angus and Chris sending love. Absolutely. Absolutely. Kurt Angle just been to my... absolutely. Love Kurt Angle. Some saying Denzel might get another best at... Yep. You got Moana 2.
Kids, I can go on and on. I explain every natural phenomenon: the tide, the grass, the ground. Oh, that was Maui just messing around. I killed an eel, I buried his guts, planted a tree, and it got coconuts. What's the lesson? What is the takeaway? Don't mess with Maui when he's on a breakaway, because the tapestry here on my skin is a map of the victories I win. Look at that, Mickey D. Mecca. There you go.
Great song.
What can I say except you're welcome? My obsession is actually the worst thing is when The Rock comes back from to host WrestleMania.
Yeah,
he does a 24-minute promo.
Yeah,
I know it off by heart.
It's a good movie. Gladiator makes great.
I know. As you know, Ben, when we were in London for your birthday, I was singing The Rock stuff down Liverpool Street, as you do.
Yeah.
Even
the Transformers movie looks somewhat good. Even that looks somewhat good. Mostly because Michael Bay isn't directing it, which is good.
I just want to answer Angus very quick. I have an extraordinary talent for being able to remember things off by heart. The most random things. The most random things I can remember by heart, no problem. Actual worthwhile information that could impact my life and change it and make me more brighter, smarter. Not a chance. Rock promos, Paul Gascoigne commentary, no problem.
Absolutely. Absolutely. It's like useless information that I know that Mallard broke the record for the speed in 1913 for 123 miles an hour from Grantham as well. I've had stop Tomb Raider in due to wrist injury. Yes, I know, mate. £1 million. I'm not taking a cut in wages for no one. Big up. But there's some good movies coming out. I'm looking forward to that because I've started. I don't know if they're doing it by you. I don't know, but a lot of the movie theaters around here are starting to show old movies in them at silly times, like lunchtime. Are they doing that now in Canada? Where, like, for example, they'll show The Little Mermaid one day, like the original one.
I know. I remember a few summers ago, there was a place downtown that was doing this by the harbourfront. It was actually an outdoor cinema, and you were looking. They put like this massive thing in the harbour, and you could watch it whilst it. But I don't know if they're doing that right now. I don't know.
Test was very good. One of the things I regret doing, I regret this company not being around. There used to be a company called Secret Cinema, and the woman that used to be in charge of it, she actually goes to the bar I go to in Loughton. She actually lives in the Loughton, which is really, there are two things from Loughton: the woman that made Secret Cinema and Clinton's cards. It's bizarre, totally bizarre. But Secret Cinema did a Jaws showing in the middle of August, and you were told you've got to wear swimsuits or swimwear, and you watch the film in a swimming pool or a Lido. It was a Lido, but we're calling it a swimming pool for the people that don't know what a Lido is. And they had a wave machine, and anytime the Jaws music came on, they turned on the wave machines.
I saw Jaws for the first time with Ilana at the Natural History Museum, a special screening. It was right by, where they've got the big whale on the roof. It was there, and I'd never seen the movie. And then obviously when they set the bit where the shark, the head comes out of the boat, when I say I jumped out of my seat, I think I jumped about 4 feet. Ilana was just looking at me, knowing what's coming. And I leapt out of my seat. But yeah, the first time I saw Jaws was about, we've lived here now, 7 years almost? First time I saw Jaws was about 8 years ago, 9 years ago maximum.
Got a question from Rinketic. It's probably, what is your favourite sausage? And the answer is Vienna's. Not Bloom's ones, those. Bloom's Viennas suck. I hate Bloom's Viennas. They just got this nasty plasticky taste to them, and they've got all the when you overcook them, so I like Yarden Viennas. They're my favourite.
So I have to say this. Whenever I come back to England, and I look forward to doing this in April, two things I desperately miss in types of food, being the good Jewish boy I am, is English bacon and English sausages. The sausages here
suck.
Well, some of them. I mean, I'm sure there's loads of other sausages you go to England.
They don't have the cheap crap sausage, Brian.
Well, when I go home, and I first go to my favourite cafe near mum and dad's, I have double bacon, double sausage, double egg, beans, mushrooms, hash browns, onions, bubble and squeak, black pudding.
I don't like bubble and squeak. I literally breakfast.
If Ryan Isaacs ever comes on here or is in the chat, I took him to this cafe and I said, right, you're going to see something here. You're going to see me. It came on 2 plates, 2 full plates of a fry up, destroyed.
Yeah,
destroyed.
Are you talking Luton, as in horrible Luton, or do you mean Loughton, where I live, which is still pretty horrible, but all right? Leo liked Loughton though. Loughton's all right.
Loughton's all right. Luton, however, is not.
It's certainly not. That bit still gets me now. Millions of poor sharks were killed after Jaws was released. Well, yeah, maybe. I bloody love Road Dog. Taylor Swift or Beyonce? The question is though, is it who's more influential or who is a better artist? Who is a better artist?
If it's who's got the best voice, it's hands down Beyonce.
Oh, it's Beyonce. Who is more? Who is? Actually, no. I would say Taylor Swift is more influential than Beyonce.
Probably, but I'm talking about voice.
Is it who is the better artist, or is it who's more influential and who makes better music? For me, I couldn't care less. If I never listened to either of these two ever again, I really wouldn't give a shit. Beyonce's got a couple of good songs that I really enjoy. Taylor Swift has got a couple of really good songs. Taylor Swift has got some very good songs. Love Story is a great song. Shake It Off is, of course, it's Shake It Off. Everyone knows Shake It Off. Taylor Swift has got some very, very good songs, which are very well crafted. But at the end of the day, both these two artists need hundreds of writers to be able to do what they do. Beyonce's right for Girls Who Run the World. Beyonce has 13 writers to make a song that's only got 2 lines in it, whereas Freddie Mercury wrote basically all of Bohemian Rhapsody.
Yeah, whilst this is here, I've just seen the sheriff has said Whitney Houston, end of.
Absolutely.
Whereas I completely agree, her voice is exceptional. You have to put Aretha Franklin.
Yes,
you have to.
I put Aretha Franklin above
Aretha Franklin goes right up there. I put Tina Turner right up there.
Tina Turner's good.
But Whitney Houston, when Whitney Houston died, that hit me hard. That hit me really hard. But Aretha Franklin is right up there.
But yeah, for me, which is really funny because Mickey hates this, but recently I've listened to a few of Sabrina Carpenter's songs. Sabrina Carpenter is sort of new on the block. She was a Disney. She's another one of these lot that comes out the Disney Brigade. A lot of her songs are really, really good, but again, they're not written by one person. They are not art. They have committees, and it's not music for me. It's not music, but I do enjoy Sabrina Carpenter. I think her songs are very good. Espresso has taken the world by storm. Right, for one report, I gave it to Beyonce. Yeah, exactly. They are great singers, but they're not great artists. Miley Cyrus, Party in the USA, mate. Party in the USA, banger. banger. Oh, that's a question. That's a question. For me, it's Tina Turner. For me, it's Tina Turner.
Yeah, same here. Same here. But Diana Ross is someone that goes right up there as well.
Yeah. Gladys Knight's another one.
Ella Fitzgerald.
Ella, what I was going to say. Her song singing with Louis Armstrong. For me, it's magic. Just when you got those two together to sing a song, it was magic.
There is another singer I'd add in there, women-wise, and I think her voice. I think her voice is outstanding, and I've completely forgot who I was going to say. It's got. My God, why has it got? Mary J. Blige.
Yeah,
Mary J. Blige. Her voice is exceptional. Oh, and of course, whoa. Angus has just said it as well. Adele, hands fucking down.
Yeah.
Adele, I'm actually putting right up there with Mariah.
I think Mariah, I do really like Mariah Carey. Some of her singing. Adele, I think my favourite song from Adele is "Take It Easy on Me." Take It Easy on Me, and it's just a piano, a drum machine, and Adele, and it's just amazing.
Adele's got so many. When We Were Young is an absolutely incredible song.
Michael Jackson or Elvis, that's an easy one for me, and it's Elvis. I love Elvis.
An easy one for me, and it's not Elvis. Listen, you can put MJ alongside anyone, and I do mean anyone, and I will never say anything but MJ.
I know,
like I am with Gaza.
Yeah,
Michael Jackson, no one comes close. No one.
Nina Simone is fantastic. Delilah Smith, best voice ever. Ella Fitzgerald, yeah, absolutely. Those two are incredible. I will pay good money. I do like that song. Anita Baker, why don't we talk Metallica or Iron Maiden? That's a very difficult question for me. I like Iron Maiden, but I think Metallica are more influential in their field of metal. I do like Metallica. I do.
It's not really my music, but I will say, Ilana walked down the aisle. Ilana walked down the aisle to the instrumental of "Because Nothing Else Matters" or whatever it's called from Metallica. They're both wankers. They're both wankers.
I will literally put. I will put being punched in the face by a walrus above Kanye West.
Both wankers, but Jay-Z.
Yeah. Yeah, there are some very good artists about. A difficult one for me would be Buddy Holly versus the Beatles. That'd be very difficult because I love them both. I love them both. I think I would say the most influential musician to ever walk in the blue. I think Buddy Holly is the reason the Beatles were the Beatles is because they used to stare at what Buddy Holly did. I think, but which songs do I like more? I would say the Beatles, but I think Buddy Holly is just fucking easy for me, Tomo. AC/DC all day long.
Guns N' Roses.
AC/DC.
Guns N' Roses.
I do love Slash though. Oh, Aerosmith's good. I love it. Justin.
Well, thanks to Paul saying that. I forgot. I'm now downloading Crazy and crying because I love those Aerosmith songs.
Led Zeppelin most influential, followed by no. I don't think AC/DC are influential at all. AC/DC have a sound that's uncopyable. Led Zeppelin were a genre. And this is me saying this. I am obsessed with AC/DC. I am obsessed with them. I have this conversation with Mickey. We were talking about the ticket prices for Oasis. How it was like 500 quid for one ticket to go and see Oasis. I would never pay that in a million years to see Oasis. But if it was £500 to see AC/DC, I would have paid it and I would have been happy about it because I just love AC/DC. Nothing was going to stop me seeing that, going to that concert. We're gonna continue. Actually, no, we'll answer this before we go back to music. Levy sold the club, but you can never meet Gaza again. Would you do it?
In a heartbeat. In a heartbeat. I've met Gaza so many times. I'm very lucky to have met my hero. Frank Sinatra. I have an obsession with Frank. My grandma, who I've got my tattoo there, that you can probably see there's musical notes there and there. Now, what I wanted, there's apples as well on it because my grandma always was eating apples. My grandma was obsessed with Frank. And when I say obsessed, pictures, videos.
I listened to Frank Sinatra this morning.
So do
I was a bit lethargic because since we stopped doing morning, because we're on hiatus now, I feel a bit. I've got nothing to do in the morning. But I put on Frank Sinatra, "Fly Me to the Moon," because I absolutely adore that song, and I was immediately all right. I'm ready to go now.
I remember when it was coming to my first cousin's bar mitzvah, the eldest cousin, so it was the first bar mitzvah out of our family. Obviously, it was the first time where, obviously, the bar mitzvah parties, Ben, there's the dinner, then dancing. My grandma taught me to do the famous two-step to Bad, Bad, Leroy Brown, Bad. Frank Sinatra, to me, just reminds me of my grandma. Frank Sinatra is right up there with one of the greatest things in my life. Oh,
Barry White all day. I love Barry White. Liam or Noel? For me, this is the easiest question, and it's Noel. Noel Gallagher is incredible. Liam's great, but Noel Gallagher is the reason Oasis were one of the biggest bands on the planet. He's a genius. Lenny Kravitz is great. Dire Straits or Status Quo? Easy. Dire Straits.
Without a doubt.
Dire Straits. Awesome. Date night with Christina Aguilera or Jordan Sparks? Neither. I'm very happy with Mickey. Neither.
Good answer. Good answer.
Yeah, neither. Paul Weller-Bit, nah. Greta Van Fleet, yeah. Eminem or Vanilla Ice? Neither.
I have to say, Ice Ice Baby. I still love that song. I still absolutely love that song. But Eminem is just a different. Eminem is on another planet.
All of them, Andrew. All of them. The Shane Clapton is a total twat. I prefer Tony Bennett to Sinatra. Okay.
Listen, they're both incredible, but Sinatra for me is
Sinatra's amazing.
Big up.
Good afternoon, Ryan. Good to see you. All the Yardbirds are Yardbirds. Noel is a genius. The Jam is good. Aaron Neville is underrated. His voice is immense. Those Neville Brothers albums are unique. Absolutely.
What, Gary and Phil?
No, not those. Different Neville Brothers.
Okay.
Different Nevilles. But there's some good stuff. There's some good stuff. How big was ABBA in the UK? Massive.
Yeah.
ABBA are so big. They're continuing to do the ABBA show in Stratford, and it's not even ABBA, it's holograms of them.
I have to say, Ben, I don't know if you're the same. I cannot stand ABBA. And the reason why I cannot stand ABBA, the only time I sing it is for the Kulisevsky song. I'm sure it happened with you as well. Every single bar mitzvah you go to, they do the fucking ABBA melody. Or the
I've always loved ABBA. I think
I don't want to hear ABBA ever again. If I could go my whole life with never hearing an ABBA song again, I would gladly take it. My world would be a better place.
The Jam or the Who? The Who for me. For me, the Who are a more influential band. I like Pete Townsend. I like Keith Moon. I love the Who. I think the Who are brilliant. No one has said David Bowie. No, they haven't. They should do. David Bowie's brilliant as well. House or Garage?
Garage all day long. All
day
long. Garage is banging.
The only house group I love them. I'm a fan of the Swedish House Mafia. Not listened to them, and I did like the Swedish House Mafia. I think they're fantastic.
Do you know what? Not only him, but I tell you what, I do love like Bohemian Rhapsody, the music one, Elton John, Rocket Man.
Yeah.
Ray Charles, the movie with Jamie Foxx, is one of the best movies ever.
Okay.
He absolutely nails it. It's unbelievable. Oh, mate, don't. I can't stand it. I cannot stand it.
I'm the mod father now. Rolling Stones or the Queen? Oh, Queen. Easy, Queen.
Yep.
I do love the Rolling Stones, but they're nowhere near on that level. Where We Are the World, written by MJ and Brian Ritchie, was sick. Yeah, it's a good one. Love House and Garage, US Garage, 80s to 90s.
Garage is
Queen all day.
Queen
yeah, it's a much better band.
Agreed.
No one said Black Sabbath. Black Sabbath invented heavy metal music. No one has mentioned Black Sabbath. Madder. I like Black Sabbath. Black Sabbath are brilliant. Lionel Richie's going to Denmark next year. I might go. That'd be a great concert. Oasis or Blur, easy. Oasis.
Yep.
Easy. It's
not even a question.
Blur have had some good songs though. They've had some.
Oh no, don't get me wrong. They've had some bangers.
No one has mentioned Chaz and Dave. I love Chaz. The Madness or the Specials. Madness.
Yep.
Love Chaz and Dave. Love Chaz and Dave.
Damn right. It's a shame because I used to love it when we used to get to a cup final and they'd do a song. That's the thing of the past, getting to cup finals.
One of my favourite memories is whenever Spurs won at White Hart Lane, we would always play Glory, Glory, Tottenham Hotspur. But the game we beat them 5-1 went to take us to the final. They played. We're off to Wembley because we beat the Arsenal, and that was just that was legendary.
Correct.
I love that. Craig David.
Mate, do you know what? His first album is absolutely a work of art. His very first album. Absolutely.
7 Days is a brilliant one. 7 Days is such a legendary song.
Mate, they've just been that album was just incredible. That album is incredible. I might listen to that actually on the way to Scotland Yard today.
It's a shame that Madness has been ruined by the fact that Suggs is a Chelsea fan, and every time Chelsea win, they play bloody One Step Beyond.
Yep.
I really love One Step Beyond. I think it's a brilliant song. I think Madness are another one where they have invented their own genre. You hear Madness, they've invented their own. It's just so brilliant.
Yep.
No, James Blunt's Twitter is underrated.
James Blunt's Twitter is I can't look at him, but he's incredible.
Oh,
I can't stand Simply Red. I cannot stand Simply Red. UB40 all day long.
I really like Simply Red. I think Simply Red has got some. Stars is a very good one. Fun Loving Criminals, cool. Still got my copy of Ye Victory songs. Todd Edwards, not heard of Todd Edwards. Earth, Wind and Fire is good.
Oh, bang, Motown, mate. Earth, Wind and Fire, amazing.
Ocean Colour Scene? No, I've not heard of them actually.
You haven't heard of those? My God, I've heard of a band you hadn't.
I've not heard of everyone. I've not heard of.
I'm amazed.
But we're getting there. There's a lot of music in the world. There is a hell of a lot of music.
There is.
Rat in the Kitchen, top 10 tune, Rat in the Kitchen.
Hey, I have to say, one of the things I love doing is when I do fly home, once we've flown over Ireland and we've flown over the sea or the ocean that splits us, or the sea, whatever you want to call it, as soon as I fly and I can see we're flying over England, I stop watching the movies or whatever I'm doing. I blast Queen, I blast Oasis. I just start playing English music till we land.
Yeah.
And I mate, it's a wonderful thing.
Legend.
Oh, without
a doubt. The day we caught the train, I need to best song by Ali G. Slade or Shawaddy Waddy? Slade are good. You're going to be hearing that song soon.
Very.
In like 2 days, you're going to be hearing that song everywhere.
Yep. Mariah Carey's being thawed as we speak. I've seen on Instagram where they've started. There's an account that's got Mariah Carey in like. Have you seen the movie Demolition Man? Yeah. With Wesley Snipes as when Wesley Snipes is frozen, or like Austin Powers was frozen, they bring him back. There's an Instagram account that shows Mariah Carey, the ice melting, ready for when November hits, and she'll be coming out. She's being thawed as we speak.
Yeah. In the ice block. Yeah, it is now. Michael Bublé as well. I love Michael Bublé though.
Yeah.
I think he's brilliant. The Sweet. I just love the Sweet. Massively underrated. Saw them open from the hype period. Very good band, okay? But unfortunately, guys, that is time to end the show. We will be back tomorrow for the Brewing Bollocks Halloween special with myself, the Coof, the Kang, and the Kate.
The Kang and the Kate.
Yes, the Coof, the Kang, and the Kate. At 3:30 UK time. But thank you all so much for watching the show. I will now be going and being miserable in the cold watching Tottenham. But thank you all so much for watching today's show. Have a wonderful rest of your day. Take it away, Aki.
It feels very weird to say there won't. I'll be doing a reaction and anger management tomorrow. It feels very weird ending the show not saying anything. But everyone, enjoy your Thursday. Have a great Halloween. Have a great weekend. And most importantly, and as always, Levy out.
And of course, and as always, if you smell what the cough is brewing. Thank you so much for watching. Have a wonderful rest of your day. Ciao for now.
A little different than all the rest. I'm quite old-fashioned where I had sometimes played chess. And when I'm out, I'm looking for that vintage fling. But all complexions that I adore, so hard to find, these seem impossible to score. So I dream on